Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Horath and we are playing Cossacks 3 on impossible difficulty. We're playing the Cossacks campaign. We won the first scenario of the campaign in the last episode. Now we're going to go for the next scenario. So we're going to continue Cossacks Gain Fame. And we're going to go for War in Inflanty. Inflanty seems to be the name for... where is it? Latvia, I think. Inflanty... oh, Livonia. Okay, Livonia, not Latvia. Same region though, in the Baltic, so I'm not going to go through all of this, but the gist of it is Poland and Sweden are at war, and the Cossacks are helping them fight the Swedes under our hetman Samuel Koszka. We're fighting together with the Polish hetman Jan Zamoyski, so that's going to be our thing. Let's start the game. You can just pause and read that flavor text if you want to. And I've already played this this scenario a little bit, and it is very, very unforgiving. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. We're just loading in, which seems to take a lot of time. Okay, so now here we are. Now you can see why the Poles can't wipe their asses without our assistance. If not for our help, they would be done with it by now. Bloody Wolmar, which seems to be the Swedish commander, still refuses to surrender. The hetman had to pay his soldiers, which are Polish musketeers, out of his own pocket, or they would have deserted to a man. The provisions we have brought are about to end, so hetman orders us to procure some food. Let's head east, the lands there weren't pillaged yet. Okay, yes, pan hetman. So these are the Seljuks, the foot soldiers of the Ukraine, and this is our hetman. Now we're gonna give these guys the number 2, we're going to give these guys the number 1, and then we're going to move. Now the problem with this scenario is I've only played like, let's say 5 minutes in real game time, but it is very, very difficult on impossible, because I have no way of beating the AI economically. I do have to be very precise, and I can't lose too many units, so that's definitely difficult. Alright. So what's going to happen is we're going to try to lure the Swedes out of their fortress over here by attacking them and luring them towards our infantry. And that is no mean feat. That is actually very difficult to do without losing too many units. So what we're going to do is we're going to defend our infantry over here. Okay, so knights, hear my orders. I'll hide in the fortress with the infantry forest, out of sight of these devil sons. As for the cavalry, do this. Approach the walls and attack the soldiers guarding the gate. Cut a couple heads off, then run away by our hiding place. The Swedes will pursue you and end up caught in our fire. As soon as we begin to shoot, turn your horses and cut the bloody Lutherans down, right on their tail into the fortress. Do not plunder the town, we take the supplies, but abuse no one. Okay, so that is our plan, because the Swedes seem to have stored food in there. There's actually a fair complement of Swedish writers in there, and yeah, that's kind of difficult. Musketeers are also problematic. Let's mount the horses. Let's see how that goes. So we're going to wait until our infantry is in place. You can see the food is ticking down, but that will soon not be a problem anymore. Now I can't make too many mistakes. I'm going to go for a quick save here. Swedes have way more points than we do. I only have 34.5 points, so I actually am only a very small fraction of the forces of the Swedes. You can see that the Polish troops are over here. They are kind of sieging this Swedish fortress. Yeah, they are allies, and you can see these are the oh, they say musketeer. In Cossacks 1 they said Zolnie to the musketeers, actually. Shame that they didn't keep that. Oh well. So the problem is I gotta send my cavalry over here without committing too many and too few. So I gotta take enough of them to actually start cutting down a couple of these pikemen, but not too much, because those towers will actually start to shoot with their cannons. So that's problematic. So what are we going to do? I think we're going to take, let's say, 25 of them. Or maybe I shouldn't use the Sich Cossacks, but the Sich Cossacks are faster than the Register Cossacks. So kind of we're going to use the register Cossacks to defend our infantry over here. We're gonna let them stand their ground. They're only gonna go up when there's no help for it. And then let's send our attack troop over here. And then we got these guys to contend with. 35. You're gonna be number 4. And let's stand them over. Let's put them over here. And let them stand their ground as well. Because we really don't want to sustain too many losses in this kind of skirmish. Now let's move. I already tried this with 10 Sich Cossacks, and that was not enough. Tried the second time with 30, which went fairly well actually. Okay, so we killed one. Let's run away now. Come on. That worked. That worked okay, I gotta say. We only lost 1 Cossack. That's really good. I really don't want to fight in the... No, 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 no. Guys, 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 come out there. Come out of there. Okay, we lost a fair bit now. Lost a fair bit. Really don't want to attack too soon. What we want to do is we want to move on the musketeers with our Sich Cossacks. And then we definitely want to start on these reiters so they don't kill too many Seljuks. See that this is quite difficult actually. And the big problem is the towers. The towers are a huge problem. So yeah, they're killing the musketeers. We lost a fair amount, I'd say. We lost a fair amount. Let's send that Sich Cossack inside the city. Oh, crap. Okay, so now we have conquered this fortress. It could have gone better. Could definitely have gone better. It could have gone worse, though. It could have gone worse. I managed to conquer this a couple of times, but the next section of this I have never managed to actually win, which is a bit of a problem. How many are there? Difficult to tell. So we've got 35 of our fast riders, and we've got 81 of the slower guys. I'm gonna send you over, and we're going to stand the ground. Now, you guys number 1, you guys number 2. 1, 2. Okay, that's all the troops that I have. Now we're actually going to go ahead and save here. So we're gonna have a just gonna name this quick save 1, just so that I can return to this point. We're playing on the highest difficulty, so it's gonna be difficult. The Swedes are coming, it seems, to relieve Volma, I bet. Let the defenders see the army and they will hope for the lifting of the siege, but crush the Swedes inside of the walls and Volma will give up its resistance. We should not let them further. The musketeers will stand here to fire from above, and you should cover them when the Lutherans start ascending the hills. Mind that their pikemen and reiters will stand ahead, leaving musketeers and cannon behind without protection. Charge them from behind with our brethren. So that is the basic idea. First we're going to fend off the pikemen and the heavy cavalry, and then we'll try to take out the musketeers and the cannons, which is pretty difficult because, as you shall see, they have a lot of musketeers, and these guys, they pack a heavy punch. You're gonna stand your ground. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Actually, bring them forward just a slight bit. Like this. Just like this. Okay. And let's bring you forward a little bit. Stand your ground as well. I just hope that we can actually do this in combination with the tower. The tower should start firing. There are the pikemen, the Swedish pikemen, and there are their reiters. They're coming from the north, and this is going to be very difficult to survive. I'm just going to quick save so I don't have to do it again. Okay, they're coming. They're coming. I'm going to let our musketeers do as much firing as they possibly can. It would have been cleverer to actually stand within the reach of this tower instead of moving forward too much. But oh well. There's nothing much we can do. Okay, so the Seljuks are going to move back. We're going to have those guys actually attack now. That should do it for them. I don't see the tower firing. Maybe they are disabled. Let's send the Sich Cossacks over. We'll try to kill off their reiters as fast as possible before they kill too many of the Seljuks. And then we're gonna send the Sich Cossacks against their musketeers, because this is a real problem. We're gonna reach them before they kill too many of us. Well, it looks like we managed it actually for this regiment. There's a second regiment up in the north. I should have let them come towards me a little bit more. Okay, yeah, this is where they really shine. Crap, and there are the cannons. There are the cannons. Come on, move away. I'm gonna send the Register Cossacks against them. The Sich Cossacks, we're gonna use them to move them around. We'll try to capture the artillery with that. Didn't lose too many of the Sich Cossacks right now. Now we're just gonna ride and hope that they don't destroy us with grape. They destroyed their cannons. That's annoying. Holy cow, that didn't go too well. We might actually manage it. Where are the Register Cossacks? Hey, you guys, shouldn't stand back. Now, I'm gonna see if we gain fresh troops. If not, this might be our end. This might definitely be our end. I'm gonna send one Cossacks over. Okay, message from the Crown Hetman. Volmar has surrendered, and the Swedes were repelled. Now, Noble Hetman commands the troops to march on the capital of the Inflanti, Dorpat, who will be in the vanguard. We march along the road going north, then turn right and follow the river to Dorpat. I will lead the cavalry and show the way, and reconnoiter the area too. You will lead the Seljuks, brother. Okay, got it. So, I gained these guys. I still have my other troops. Or at least it's giving me some new units. So, let's move northwards. So this should actually work. Let's just take a quick save for this. That was actually quite exhausting. They're not waiting up at all, these idiots. Oh, and they took all my riders. Well, I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. So that will actually allow me to make a huge regiment of Seljuks. And I like the Seljuks better than the riders. I like to command infantry, because it can be very tactical with it. Those are Polish troops, okay. And they're moving away from the siege that they did over there. So this all seems to belong to us now. Or at least to the Commonwealth, to our allies. Come on! Yeah, these guys are taking forever. Let's just change the settings to control. Let's go for very fast until they actually manage to move up there. It's not really a thing. Not very exciting to wait until they have marched to wherever they need to go. So 69 survived over here. That's not too bad. I think we can make a pretty big regiment out of this. 2 times 72 would be 144. I think we can make 144 regiment here. Okay, so no, stop. Okay, so let's change the settings again to normal speed, just so that it doesn't overwhelm me. And then I think we're gonna go for quick save 1 again. Let's oversave that one. That's fine. And let's continue. So we got all the Seljuks now. We're gonna give you number 1. Yeah, we could make 120 out of them. And they already killed 120, which is quite nice actually. We're gonna be careful here, and we're gonna move and attack. Let's quick save. Oh, they're actually moving still very slowly. I'm gonna change the settings back again. When the fighting starts, I'm gonna change it back again. I'm playing this more like a turn-based game than an actual RTS. But I guess on this high difficulty level, this might be excusable, I hope. Okay, we're moving through a very narrow pathway. Nothing much is happening, which is kind of weird. A lot of downtime. Still moving up. They've stopped though. I guess they're just waiting up for us. Let's quick save again. Okay, so let's see what happens next. Okay, so we're crossing the river, which seems like it might be important. Let's just go to normal speed for now. So we're moving on to Dorpat now, it would seem. And the Swedes at that time had a good amount of the Baltic coast to themselves, actually. They had Pomerania in Germany, which was won by Gustavus Adolphus. And I think they had Livonia under their rule as well. What's that? Destroyed place over there. Okay. Looks fine by me. Come on, guys, move it. Ah, yeah, okay. So the fight's gonna be here, I think. Follow the hetman's Cossack artillery. Weissenstein is an important fortress. I will stand ahead now. Take musketeers, keep behind the registry Cossacks. When the Swedes approach, the Cossacks will part to the sides, leaving the Devil's Sons right ahead of you. Fire at them, then, and I will turn my horses and attack their flanks. It seems like there's something missing. Fire at them, then whatever, and I will turn my horses and attack their flanks. Let's hope that this works out fairly well. So we're gonna move our troops inside the registers, inside the register Cossacks. Like this. I want to tell them to stand their ground, and then we'll see how that goes. Oh, come on! Don't attack right now. Still not ready, you idiots. Okay, well, why are they attacking over there? They're doing some damage, but they're basically just throwing their life away. That's not how that was planned. Hetman Koshka is dead. It's an ambush. Pan Colonel, we can't handle the Swedes in the open. There to the east some kind of a ruined castle. Order the Seljuks to dig in there. The cavalry should pretend to take flight. Let them hide in the forest by the ruins. When the Swedes attack, we will strike in their rear. Okay, so it seems like I've got command now after Koshka is dead. Let's bring down the speed. Okay, speed is already at normal. Let's save on the quick save 1. So let's continue. Okay, so we'll try to take this fortress for our Seljuks. Let's move in. Ooh. That's not going to be too easy. Let's make 1 unit of 120 out of it that are going to stand in formation. Dig in there. I wonder if we'll be able to shoot through these things. I don't think so. Let's span that again. I'm just going to go with 50 Cossacks that can shoot out here. Yeah, I'm gonna send them in for now, and then we'll just see how that goes. The Register Cossacks, number 1 and number 2, and these guys number 3. Okay, so send them into the woods to take the enemy by the rear. I guess these woods over there is what they mean. Oh, and we've got some Sich Cossacks as well. These guys are the ones that were left over. Holy crap! I did not expect that. Holy cow. It's an ambush. It's a bloody ambush. I wonder if we'll actually be able to hold this fortress. If we can shoot over the walls and all that. I guess we're going to lose this pretty heavily. Oh, and they got musketeers over there as well. Which is the devil's work. Let's see how the Seljuks... Yeah, they can fight out of this fortress, so that is good to know. Should be able to kill these reiters. I wonder which forest they wanted me to take refuge in with the cavalry. Well, let's see if we can dug ourselves out of this hole. That's actually quite a big hole indeed. Doesn't look like I can do it. What I should have done is put the registry Cossacks in here to stop my people from getting murdered. Holy crap. Yeah, load a game. We're going to go over this one more time. That's actually fairly difficult, but I'm not really sure if I enjoy the design of this mission a lot, because there's not too much that I can do right or wrong, I think. So that's kind of shitty. I would have liked to have a little bit more strategic depth, but there's basically always just one way to get out of this, because I have a fairly limited amount of troops and not too many options. I really don't like it. So the Hetman is going to throw his life away down there. Oh well. I'm gonna send the Seljuks inside. What are you guys doing? Come on. We're gonna go in there. I'm gonna position the registry Cossacks over there. So they say to the east some kind of a ruined castle. Cavalry should pretend to take flight. Let them hide in the forest by the ruins. When the Swedes attack, we will strike in their rear. But which forest by the ruins? Over here? Over here? Because here's a huge amount of enemy troops. Well, I guess their strategy isn't too great, so we're gonna make our own strategy up. Let's take the 65 registered Cossacks, and let's put them inside. Well, let's dismiss the squad and let's just put them inside here. No, come on. This is a little bit fiddly, I gotta say. Come on. Yeah, like this. This should work fine. I'm gonna tell them to stand their ground. You guys are gonna be number 2. And then we've got our 90 register Cossacks. They're gonna be number 3. And these guys are gonna be number 4. So Number 1, number 2, number 3. So what we're gonna do with you guys, just quick saved. So let's send you over. Not quite sure what we're gonna do with you. Well, they're gonna move on us, I think. They're gonna move on us soonish. Well, there's the Poles. Poles are moving northwards, which is good. So they're gonna help us at some point. I wonder why we're actually attacking on our own. That's kind of stupid. Why not wait for our allies? Guys, you're gonna stand your ground. You're gonna defend the entrance to this place. We're gonna dig in with our Seljuks. Now, yeah, the Register Cossacks. Let's put them over here, and we'll try to take the enemy in the rear if we can, if we possibly can. Doesn't look like the enemy can actually move over these walls, which is good. Okay, so we're in position now. I wonder if the enemy is going to attack us. Looks like that might be the case. So I've saved. Now let's see how we dig ourselves out of that hole. So let's send our soldiers over there. No, we're not gonna go after the pikemen. That would be stupid. We're gonna move our registered Cossacks away. I think we're gonna go after these. I think I want to see the musketeers die. Holy cow, they're massacring our Cossacks. Absolutely murdering them. You actually really have to go and take out the musketeers. I think this is the way how you win this scenario. This is not too great, I gotta say. Holy cow. Holy cow. And we lost. Well, I'm gonna try this in the next episode again. We're just gonna take it from the next thing, but I really have to end the episode here, so thank you very much for watching this far. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of the series in the future, please consider subscribing. I'm not sure how far I'm going to play this because I really don't enjoy the design of this mission, because you have to know what's coming to win beforehand. Basically, you have to divine it, and in my mind that's not too great a game design. I don't really like that. I want to be able to just use my wits and my strategic thinking to outsmart the enemy. There's not much that I can do here. I really have to know that they're coming from over here, that I have to send my cavalry over here instead of sending them where the game tells me to send them, and that this is going to be very difficult. I will try again in the next episode, so I hope you join me for that. Thanks, and bye bye.